when this war started, one of the things I said, because there was this kind of narrative about the fetishization of decolonial violence. These people like Adam Schatz and other people. And I puked a little in my mouth and I said, fetishization. I said, people, nonviolence and violence, when you're in a weaker position, are two ways to die. Actually, there are two ways to resist, and there are two ways to die, right? So the idea that the outcome is nonviolent when you engage in nonviolent resistance is ludicrous. We saw our comrades getting their heads beaten in by police in New York City 3 days ago, right? There's video circulating of cops punching young people in the head in the middle of the street when they were engaging in a nonviolent protest, right? So all resistance to violent power elicits a violent reaction on the part of the powerful, because this is the language that they speak, right? So much of this is forgotten in the entire Western discourse about nonviolence, that people are going to be destroyed physically and otherwise, no matter what form of resistance they take. I mean, there's a generation of amputees in the Gaza Strip that precedes the current generation of amputees, which of course Hassan Abu Sitta and others will say they've never done more pediatric amputations or seen them in a war zone in their entire life than before this. But even before this, during the Great March of Return, which was entirely nonviolent, they were amputating people. I mean, these people don't have a leg. It's very shocking, right? So no one is fetishizing anything, right? And this really is so important to keep in mind. Actually, the only people fetishizing anything are the people who are advocating exclusively and saying anything but a peaceful nonviolence is outside our moral universe. Those are the ones who are actually fetishizing a certain form of resistance, and they're fetishizing it and obfuscating about what's actually at stake, which is mass death, right? Your people are going to die en masse when you engage in a nonviolent resistance. And like the Great March of Return, it may not produce a very large result, right? And now people are dying at a much greater pace, it's very sure. But the Israelis are responsible for that, and Americans are responsible for that, and the French are responsible for that, and the Germans are responsible for that. Not the people who are taking the measures they deem necessary in order that they can try to have a future for themselves and their children, right?